Hello everybody, what's up? My name is Gally.
And I'm Knight.
And welcome back to
Great Ace Eternity!
The Adventure of the Runaway Room.
Episode 3! I should move my phone.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter.
Us too, man.
A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night.
You're
Though the
dead?
victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
Way to spoil.
My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
I'm getting too picky
once
about
said
the
of
cursive
incident,
in the background.
I believe
That's not how
that
you
perhaps
connect an
that
end
case
to an
was
O.
indeed
the prelude.
the beginning of a long concerto that
depends if you're
impressive
British or
Japanese
not.
student and I were to play together.
Watson, you're not even alive.
Anime! That was even...
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
What, they didn't even want to try to look for platform 9 3/4? Oh, that said Brian's Coca. I thought it said brains. Fragrances and soaps.
My
So-
dad's name is Brian.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, this Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure. I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome to the centre of the world, Great Britain's mighty
Egotistical.
capital, London.
I was gonna say, is it really center of the world?
No,
No, wait,
the
that's
British
the core.
just thought so. Oh look, steampunk.
Why did that actually hurt?
What?
You kick a knight in the balls.
Because I don't really have padding there. Anyways, read the thing.
18th February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice Office. Oh, where's your cool cape?
What an incredible place.
Wait a minute. Are we
It's so imposing.
inside Big Ben? Because behind it is a clock.
I think that's the point of this, yes.
Huh.
It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. Looks like a fortress. No, it looks like a clock.
There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they only been built in a few short decades since we've opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has been quite different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
You mean scissors and paper, so we could play rock, paper, scissors.
No.
It's certainly unfamiliar.
No, it's really wood and paper. Very flammable. Anyway. There's a history of earthquakes causing
think there's
devastation because of wooden buildings.
But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials.
Because, you know, if an earthquake goes off in the time where someone's using their cooking fire.
Woohoo!
That was loud.
What is this place again?
This is the Lord Chief Justice Office, Naruto-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain.
The Lord Chief's Justice.
We had instructions to report here at this time. If circumstances were different, we were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know we had arrived from Japan. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma Sama's death.
Yeah.
And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done.
So, we'd have to return to Japan.
If we want to remain here in Great Britain,
I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour.
yes, which means you need to ukase?
No, the requisite.
Records, that's a weird word.
Yeah.
Qualifications as a lawyer.
Which is what I've been studying for.
Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer.
Still weird without the thread.
What is?
Recognized.
It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London.
I hope I'm up to the scratch?
Up to scratch. Never heard that said?
No.
Huh. You pick a voice. I think it's a dude. I think it's the Chief Justice.
So wouldn't that be you?
I'm not the Chief Justice.
I thought you were the judge.
That ain't the Chief Justice.
Oh, I thought it was. Good morning. Sorry for keeping you.
That's why I wasn't saying shit. I want to see what you do.
My name is Beetle.
Oh, that's where you got that from.
Oh. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan, then.
Stop laughing at yourself and just...
Seems I'm on the hour, 12 minutes and 47 seconds late. My apologies, ma'am.
Also, did you say I'm on the hour?
I'm 1 hour. Oh, no, don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. How fortunate, man. So, introductions. I am Mel Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot.
Come on, Mr. Naruto, don't be a mouse.
How the fuck did you read my mind?
You don't exactly keep it inward.
It's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryonosuke Naruto from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruto... Welcome to London, man, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Yes, thank you. His voice totally does not suit his vibe.
I know.
You did this to me on purpose.
Yeah. You ain't done yet.
So what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London, then? Oh, help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city.
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruto?
Oh, need her to speak for you, man. I get it.
We had such a wonderful view of some London streets from a carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost at a loss for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it, man. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity, and a barber that never shuts the fuck up.
He shuts you up.
Exactly. We spearhead every revolutionary technology in the world, man. Every visitor to London is astounded.
You forgot new.
Did I? Oh well.
Oh yes, astounded as the world.
Thanks for saving me there, Sato-san.
Yeah, that's my job. I do it all the time. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Vim and vinegar! Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming Great Exhibition we will be hosting here in London. It's called Quidditch Cup. Great Exhibition? No, I said Expedition, man! Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city, man. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop.
Paris Revolution. Not Revolution. Paris City when they destroyed so many places just to make it again.
Oh, you mean France?
No, I said Paris, which is in France, but Paris specifically.
Is Paris the capital?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought France was the capital of Paris.
France is a country!
Oh,
What
no.
the fuck? Half of a country came from France!
Mm.
That's why you have Quebec! Because they couldn't pronounce things properly, and now there's an accent.
That's not half of our country.
It was one originally because until the British took over things, they had more than... Actually, a lot of Ontario had French settlers first too.
Everybody's a power-hungry bastard.
Oui.
Touché.
Gosh, I hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent, man. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you do say so yourself. Sun will never set on our great empire.
Sure, Grandpa, keep telling yourself that.
Perhaps it is fate that these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Do you think you're
His
poetic?
eyes, yeah. His eyes match his hair.
I can't fucking see.
Yeah, pooples.
Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law from this study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation, man. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. The news reached him before we even got here. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Sniggity boop. Thank you? And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news.
Yes. Bow. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true, man. Sniggity boop. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of a young lawyer means the study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madam?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
I'm already married, man. You wouldn't believe.
Someone would willingly marry you.
They say I'm funny, man. This is it then. Moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps he would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done, man. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. I'm gonna beat you with this stick, man. Is there something you're not telling me? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say anything to this guy.
Mr. Naruto.
I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I gonna say? If there is someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's me! It's me. I can do it. Is that so? What an interesting deposal. Deposal? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but, no qualifications, you say, and yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens, and I had Kasuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over all the finer details, I'm still the most qualified one here. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain to study. I've learned all about British law and the court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buriya. The voyage from Japan was from 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training, man. Well, that looks even weirder. Realize with an S? I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Well, I mean, you can, then. Mr. Asogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on the study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion on myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set for me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please. 31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruto, was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. Perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks? So you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment, man. Okay. Let me ask you one thing first, man. Yes, sir? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Well, yeah, that's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden? I don't know, I was more thinking, why does he look like Sherlock's brother? Yellow, gray. Very well, ma'am. You have your wish, I'll give you a chance. Sniggity biggity. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? So, what form will this test be exactly? Tell me, Mr. Nahato, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Not entirely, but well said. So let's have you defend someone. Okay. Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news. Today?
Straight away?
If you manage to secure a valid verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How do I get myself into these situations?
Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart?
Yeah, good question. I remember. It's a fucking murder, man.
A murder? I mean, it's predictable for this game. It's so funny.
An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention just in case. If the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death. Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably you read that much in your short sea-based introduction to British law. Well, no, we got stuck in an underwater city for a while.
We can't possibly agree to such a test. We should be toying with the man's life. We would be toying with the man's life.
I'm the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's accessible.
Accessible? Don't you mean acceptable?
I know what I said, man.
You said it wrong, dude.
But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. I mean, I've done it twice before. So the defendant may live or die depending how well I perform. I have to tell his story. He'll be hanged. Mr. Nahato, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do your lawyer's job. You say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. A sniggity boop. He's testing my resolve and my sanity. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? You cock! What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test?
Yeah.
Alright then. If I have to give you a decision now, my answer is... I can't do it. I can't get the words out. 15 seconds. Your decision making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through.
But I say I'll do it.
The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance.
Mr. Naruto.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sato, but what could I do?
It's alright. I understand.
You do?
It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, but resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What did you just say, bitch? I think what Mr. Sato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable, and I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Wait, Mr. Nahado. Was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? At this point, can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. But that's awful! It really is.
Yeah, but
Because it's like, oh, well, you're fucked.
to be fair, that's not even the worst of the way systems work back then. Why does it have to be like this?
You'll find out when you get there. Cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. Oh, fuck. I'm really his only hope? So, what do you say now, madam?
Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in the circumstances, and I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Fucking asshole, just like, how dare you say this isn't resolve? I'll show you!
I was honestly going to say this is a matter of cheese.
Everything's a matter of cheese.
Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. A sniggity bibbity. So venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves with this life-altering task.
He's gone.
He just disappeared. The Old Bailey.
If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruto, we must leave at once.
Move, bitch! Get out of the way!
We'll go see the Old Bailey next time.
This has been Gally.
It's been nice.
See y'all next time.
Bye bye, everybody.